All right, guys, we do want to welcome everybody. It is Saturday, July the 11th. Okay, so we're excited to be here. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. I hope your holiday was great. And what we're going to do, as we always do, is we're going to go through our weekly training. What we do on these trainings is we try to give you what you need. In order for you to get off to an effective start in your business. So that is certainly what this is all about. And what I want to do, in fact, what we've done on the corporate end, we've done two very significant things. Okay, we put together some onboarding information that you need, whether you want to build a business or whether it's about the membership. We've got some very important onboarding information that we're going to share with you this morning. And we've also updated the Bryte Lyfe Blueprint document. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to actually go to Eva Nightingale. In fact, let me make you co-host here, Eva. And Eva, I'm gonna go to you first. And why don't you come on? Eva has worked night and day, as a matter of fact, to get all this stuff done and functional for you. Okay, so Eva, why don't you come on and share, the onboarding as far as the membership, is concerned, and then I'm going to come after that, guys, and talk about the things that you want to do, in order to be successful in your business. So, Eva, are you there? You should be able to.
Denson, I'm so sorry. I thought
Okay,
I was going
awesome.
second. Do you mind starting and then let me pull this up?
No, you go. Oh, okay. How long is it going to take you, Eva?
Just a minute. I forgive
Okay.
me. I didn't know the agenda. I was first. Okay, I just give me a minute and I'll pull it up.
Okay, okay, awesome, awesome. Sounds good. Well, hey, you know what, guys? It's no it doesn't matter. She's pulling up something on her computer, but the thing that I want you guys to understand is this, okay? Our business is all about duplication, okay? And it's simply all about um you doing something effective. Now, I'm going to simplify this to no end for you, okay? What we have in our company that no other company has, nobody can compete with, no travel company, no network marketing company is this, okay? If you're a member for a year, you're going to get a free 5-star trip guaranteed by our company, okay? And that's going to be valued anywhere retail from $3,000 to $5,000. So the worst thing that can happen to a person is they pay $179 a month. They'll actually make 13 payments throughout the year because it's 4-week billing. So they'll pay $2,300 to get a $3,000 to $5,000 trip. Now, I want you guys to tell me, is that a good deal or is that a good deal? A person cannot lose, okay, with that. And you're going to go in and you're going to choose those destinations, okay? We're not going to choose places for you. Like we're not going to tell you that you got to go to Baghdad to take advantage of this or something like that. No, okay. We're going to allow you to choose where you want to go because, again, this is your bucket list, okay? So that's number one. You're going to qualify for a free trip. And if you refer to, you don't have to pay the monthly fee. So that's going to motivate a lot of people that may not have normally, qualified with their two. That's going to motivate them to get there too. Why? So they truly get a free trip. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is what? You're going to help other people qualify for that free trip. And when you do that and you teach them to help others to qualify for the free trip, well, number one, when you help your people to come on, you're going to earn free travel in the form of what's called travel dollars. So you get a free trip every year. You refer to, and anybody else that you refer, you're going to get free travel for that. And then you're going to help other people to do that exact same thing. And that's what develops into residual based income. So guys, look, it doesn't get any more simple than that. And you have to keep it that simple because the bottom line is this: there's a lot that we can talk about. But if a person does not get the fact that, hey, I'm going to get a free trip every year just for being a member, if I refer to, it's going to make it free, and I'm going to get other free travel from travel dollars. And as I help and teach other people to do this, that develops into residual income. Guys, that it doesn't get any more simple than that. And if you keep it that simple, your business will develop into, a good, strong, residual based income. I think sometimes we can lose focus. We can get caught up in things that don't matter. We can major in the minors. But the bottom line, guys, is we just have to stay focused on what this is. I don't know of another company that's giving away five-star trips every year. It just does not, happen. So with this, that is exactly what we're doing, and we're excited about it. So again, we're going to focus on that duplicating aspect. We're going to focus on giving people what they need early on so they can duplicate. And when this company by default hits a momentum, people are going to promote very, very quickly. So Eva, are you ready now?
I got into my computer, but I'm still pulling up the document. I don't know if you want to do the blueprint first. Just give me 1 second. Hello, good
Okay.
morning, everyone. Excited to you're here today and bear with me.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, let me see here. I have got the blueprint on my other computer, but so guys, again, if you keep it that simple, then it'll be a no-brainer because the thing that I love about this is the fact that the compensation plan is simple enough to be on one page. That just simply means that, it makes it much easier to get to the money for the average person. And that's pretty much all you've got to do is get people to the money. Okay, that is what, it's all about. If you've got a group of people that are excited about making money in this particular comp plan in any company, I've never been involved in a network marketing company where people where it ever got to a certain point if people weren't focused on the money. Okay, because the thing that you have to understand, in fact, I was on with a group of business owners this morning, as a matter of fact, and we were just kind of talking about how we're similar to a Costco business model. And what I mean by that is I want you to think about it. Have you ever been in Costco, for instance, and you save money on most things in Costco, but let's say for whatever reason, it's something that you might get a better price in your local grocery store. Kroger might have a better price on something this week than Costco did. So do you cancel your Costco membership or do you let that bother you or concern you? Absolutely not. What do? You say, well, I'll just get this from Kroger, this week, and next week it might be cheaper at Costco. Well, that's the thing that you have to understand. People are going to do what's best for them because Costco is just a tool to get a better price on whatever it is that's available, right? Our membership is the exact same thing. Okay. You might every now and then see a lower price out there. Don't get hung up in it. It doesn't matter. If you see a lower price with another company, go on and book it with that other company. Why? Because we don't make money on the travel side of it anyway. But guess what? Most times, 80, 90% of the time, it's going to be cheaper on our site. Why? Because we are giving you straight wholesale pricing. Okay. So, that's what's so powerful about what we have here is that um, you do whatever works for you. Okay, whatever's best for you is what we want you to do. Okay, I think Eva is ready at this point. So Eva, you should have the ability to share your screen. Okay, Eva, we can't hear you.
Okay, are you able to see my document?
Yes, we've got
Oh,
it.
okay. Give me just 1 second. Thanks for your patience, you guys. I really appreciate you this morning. We are excited about new, updated onboarding series. And there's a couple of things that we're going to go over today. And this has been really simplified. So what's going to happen is, as a new member joins Bryte Lyfe, they're going to automatically receive an email series that gets them connected to the products and services to the influencer program to all of our different initiatives, as well as help get connected to the benefits, of course, and also ways to get connected with each other in the company and events, and then help them get started on their journey, whether that is, well, for everyone always to pick their top 10 bucket list um, destinations, but also just to begin to plan their journey in travel and experiences and or plan their journey as an influencer in building their business. So we have three sets of onboarding series, and this will make sense to you. We have one that's for a member only. We have one that's for a member plus influencer. And then lastly, we have one that's just for an influencer only. And so once I'm finished sharing my process with you, Denson will go through what we're calling the 10 steps, the first 10 days of getting started as an influencer. And that looks a little bit different than it does for a member. So these are just an example for you to look at. These are the emails that have been programmed in our back office that welcome them to Bryte Lyfe. Here's the first one, and making sure that they're completely plugged into our system. Um, Teaching them how to download the Bryte Lyfe app. These are some of the basics, but one thing I want to point out is um, when it comes to member retention and when it comes to a member staying excited, it's so critical in the first 24 hours what we do with them. And if we make assumptions, isn't that right, Denson? If we make assumptions, we're more than likely going to lose some traction with them in the first 24 hours. So don't think that any step is too much information or too obvious or too elementary for them. So we're starting with the very, very basics. And then as we move through the series, you're going to see here, we show them different ways to get connected with Bryte Lyfe Online, including the Facebook page, Instagram. They have their day one checklist, which, when you join anything for the first time, you want to know what's ahead and what you're going to do. So it's a really simple checklist that comes in this first email to them. And as we move on to day two, you can see here, this is for a member plus an influencer. So what happens is we're connecting them on the membership level with the benefits at the bottom of this email here. But at the top, we're diving right into some of the first things that we have in the influencer only. And in this case, it's building your 20 name contact list. So that's at the top. Um, all of these email series, I don't see any problem with getting them out to all of you guys afterwards, and you can read through them and be aware of what we're sending out. So that way, when you're coaching your team, you can help get them onboarded based on the information we're sending them. So this is the first 5 initiatives that we ask people to do. And so they'll actually go through these 5 initiatives and it shows them where to go to do them. Let's see. On day 4, we talk about, and this is remember, member, and influencer only. So we're talking at the bottom about some of the benefits, and then here at the top, the follow up with everyone you contacted in your top 20. So it essentially the process is walking them through immediately the importance of getting their first 2 in free life. So that's a follow-up that's going to happen on day 4, day 5, the power of the three-way call, and then benefits are here at the bottom. Day 6, helping prospects make a decision. Day 7, immediately launching and duplicating. And then on day 8, expanding with your referrals. And let's see. We do have a day 9, wanted to make sure here. So this is the ninth email that goes out. And they're all really, I think, just straightforward and simple with bullet points and lists. And they're not as tactical as what the influencer only dive into. So we have an opportunity to do continued follow-up after day 10. But this is the member plus influencer series that Denson was talking about. And a lot of what you just saw here is kind of a combination of his what he put together for the influencer, what I put together for member only, and this is a combined series. So, I can't enforce how critical it is that we get members connected in the first 24 hours, in the first 10 days, and the first 30 days. I've mentioned this to you guys before, but with retention, no matter what organization or membership or subscription or anything that a new member joins, regardless of how much money they spent up front for an initiation fee and or let's say an activation fee, um, and it could be as something as simple as Netflix, which is a nominal price, or it could be a high-end golf and country club that they paid $500,000 to join as an initiation fee, and they're going to be paying a lot of monthly dues. They make a decision of how long they're going to stay in the first 30 days. And that's something that is documented and true and important that you really think about because they may stay for 2 or 3 months. But in the beginning, the first impression that we leave on them and the way that we train them and the way that we onboard them and the way we get them to these Saturday orientations is going to be the first impression that we make on them and the more excited they're going to be. So each of these 3 email series are designed to not only get them connected, but also get them heavily informed on what we have to offer, all the benefits, and then hopefully get them excited about financial freedom and getting involved in the influencer program and building their business. So, Denson, I'm happy to go over the benefits when you get to the blueprint, but that's all I have for now on this onboarding document.
All right. Thanks a lot, Eva. So, if you'll release your share, I will share my screen and we're going to go through this updated document here. So, hang on one sec. Let me pull this up. So as Eva said, guys, what we did here is we went in and totally revamped the Bryte Lyfe Blueprint because again, what we've got to do is this, okay? And it is critical that we put the focus in the right place with the company, and we got to make people understand what they have, number one. And we have to make people understand how simple it is for them to realize their hopes and dreams here, because that is what the network marketing dream is all about. When you think about it, it's just about helping people to. I got involved in network marketing because I saw an opportunity to provide a better life, for me and my family, and that's the reason that people do this. Now, the thing here is we almost we've got the best of both worlds when I think about it with our company, because it's all about elevating people's lifestyles, but we can do that through residual income, and we can also do it with the product that we have. So instead of, selling pills and potions and powders and lotions, our product is, what you see here. Our product is, wholesale pricing on travel, or a 5-star trip every year, or access to, over 700 golf courses around the world. This is what our product is. So the first page in the blueprint is what is Bryte Lyfe. And it just tells, about the travel life, which, talks about the discounts, the resort weeks, all that stuff is here. And then, of course, Live Life, which, talks about the golf program and sports and events and lifestyle, dining and retail, concierge services. And then, of course, Well Life. It talks about helping people to get the total life balance, and it just talks about all the benefits there as well. Give Life talks about how we as an organization gives back as we travel, and then Free Life is our loyalty reward program, which talks about our free annual 4 day, 3 night stay at a guaranteed 5-star hotel chosen from your top 10 bucket list destinations. So I would encourage you as you're out talking to people, print this page out because when you talk to people about this or you have a meeting, you can actually give them this as info about what they just saw. Now, the Bryte Lyfe Blueprint,
Hey, Denson,
yes,
can I mention just something real quick if you
sure.
could go back up to that?
Okay.
Um, We worked on this late last night to really simplify this for you. And you guys have asked for this so many times over the years. And we've given a couple, but I think this one is really clean and simple and straightforward. And it's bucketed by travel life, live life, give life, all the different pillars of Bryte Life, well life, and free life. And each of these bullet points here kind of lead the conversation on everything that we have to offer. And so I just wanted to kind of really encourage you to do what Denson said and share this, open it up on your screen or even print it out. And as you guide people through all of our benefits, when you're going through the app, it can feel a little overwhelming, but this is a really, really great way to kind of, it's almost like a script, if you will, to go through all of the highlights of every pillar of Bryte Life. So I just wanted to mention that, Denson. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Eva. I really appreciate that. Now, as we get into the blueprint, and what I'm going to do is blow this up a little. Hang on a sec. Let's go from 100 to maybe 150. Okay. So what we've done is we've broken this out into 8 steps. Okay. Step number one is, and you do this with every brand new person that you get involved because you have to understand they are going to do with their new people whatever you do with them. So if you never take the time to do this with your new people, are they going to even know to do it with their folks? Absolutely not. So take this blueprint and duplicate it with everybody you get involved. Now, step number one, you want to get set up and plugged in. So log in and set up your app. Okay, so you want to save your Bryte Lyfe login credentials, store it in your phone under Bryte Lyfe so you know what it is at any time. You want to log into your back office by clicking brytelyfe.com. So when you do that, it's going to, of course, take you to the Bryte Lyfe site so you can actually log in. And then, of course, when you go back here, you want to download and log into the Bryte Lyfe app. Now, you'll use your same credentials that you use to log into the back office. You'll use those same credentials with your app. So you can get it for, iPhones, you can get it for Android, and you'll be logged into your app. Now, the app and the site are a little bit different, but you can actually do a lot of the same things from the website and the app. But if I were you, I'd go into both of them. And then of course you want to pick your 10 bucket list locations, and we want you to kind of use this as a dream board. You want to dream big as you're going through. Think about places that you've always wanted to go, but for whatever reason you have not made it a priority. Dream big as you're doing this because this is going to create an excitement with you. It's going to create an excitement with your people, and that could be the difference in you maintaining your people or not. You want to also get registered for member deals. You want to locate and save your personal enrollment link, for your Bryte Lyfe signups. And again, put this in your phone under Bryte Lyfe as well. Now, Eva, is there anything that you want to say about the bucket list locations before we get started? I know they're taken from the top 50 destinations in the world, but is it anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, we monitor what destinations you guys are choosing. So we kind of know the favorites of the membership. And we have received requests over the years and ideas over the years. And, we work on partnerships every day, finding five-star properties all over the world and setting up the best, five-star experience just for you. And so the couple things I'll mention is you will not get awarded your bucket list trip if you have not selected all 10. So this is an important training note to make sure, and this is probably one of the fun things, right? In the first 24 hours we're getting them to do. It's like a dream board for them. So make sure that they're selecting them, or if they want to wait a couple days, follow up with them, whatever it is, but make sure they're selecting them and remind them they have to choose all 10. We will send them an email reminder if they don't, saying that they have to select all 10 before they get their bucket list award letter. The other thing I'll say is some people have a different strategy for how they're going to travel the world over the next 10 years. And maybe this year, this first year, they may know that they want to stay close to home for whatever reason. And so, if that's the case, then I encourage you to put, quite a few. If you're in the United States, and it looks like most of you guys on this call are, you would select local or domestic locations for the US. But other than that, we have a very well-oiled machine now for bucket list, and Jorge does an amazing job. If you haven't met him or interacted with him yet, he's behind the scenes on a daily basis working with all the members. And that's it. And then, I mean, you have the bucket list. Did you want me to talk about member deals real quick? And
Yeah, that'd be
um,
great.
okay, good. So, when you uh, when you log into the app and you start going left to right is what I always like to say. So you kind of start in the travel section and then move to the dollar sign. Many of the benefits will prompt you to log in to certain benefits. So you can get the full portfolio of everything that we're offering together in a partnership with, let's say, member deals. Let's say World Vantage, and many, many more, from insurance to health savings. There's so much involved in the member benefits under Live Life and Well Life that you really want to take the time to encourage your people to look through it and sign up for the things that they want if they have to opt in. And Member Deals is probably next to travel one of our number one sites used. So everyone on the call I know knows this, but as a reminder, it's our one-stop shop for literally everything from sports, tickets, entertainment, shopping, um, all of it. So that's all I have for that area.
All right, awesome, awesome. So, guys, take advantage of the benefits that you have. Now, corporate tools, you want to be aware of these, have them on hand so you can share with other people. The corporate presentation is whybrytelife.com. You want to add the live webinars to your calendars. We do webinars Sunday through Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Save the webinar link, which is zoomviproom.com. So when you get this document, you can actually click it and store these links. And then, of course, you want to get connected with our social media sites and pages like Follow Bryte Lyfe Facebook page here. You want to follow the Instagram page here, subscribe to the YouTube channel here. And then you want to join the members only Facebook group, and all you have to do is click the link, and it'll take you there, so you can join that group as well. Now, step number two. So, step number one, it says all about setting your foundation, okay, getting plugged into everything you need to be plugged into. And then step number two, you want to create your first contact list. Okay, this is your inventory for your business. Now, a lot of people, I know a lot of people get involved in network marketing, and they may have had a bad experience before. They really don't want to talk to people that they know. Guys, I would tell you this, okay? Can you build it without talking to people that you know?
Son, or not grandson, their
Yes, but
son-in-law
it
used to,
will probably take you a lot longer in order to do so. So what I'm telling you is this, okay? Think about those people around you right now that enjoy traveling. Okay. Anybody that likes to travel, anybody that wants a better lifestyle, anybody that right now that can't afford to travel. Okay. They'd love to do 5-star trips, but for whatever reason, they can't afford to do so. So what I would tell you all is this. Um, you absolutely want to talk to everybody you know because that's the quickest way for you to get your tour. It's the quickest way to get qualified, and it's the quickest way to help your people to do the same thing. So what I would do if I were you is go to your cell phone and write down those 20 hottest contacts. Include, family, friends, coworkers, former coworkers, neighbors, church members, business owners, social media contacts, and don't prejudge anybody because the bottom line is you don't know what a person might be interested in or may not be interested in. It doesn't matter. So the once you get that list of 20 made out, then segment it to where it's going to be manageable for you. Okay. And what I mean by that is you might set a goal to contact 5 people every day for your first 4 days. Okay, go on and knock that 20 list out. You want to call or message each person individually. And guys, it doesn't matter. Like you might be a big phone call person. Well, call each person. You may not do a lot of talking on your phone, as so many people are, then send them a message. But whatever you do, use this script. Like I might say, hey, Eva, I recently became part of a travel and lifestyle membership that gives us a free guaranteed 5-star annual stay. These are Ritz-Carlton, JW Marriott, Four Seasons level hotels. It helps us to save on hotels and experiences, and it also has an optional income opportunity. Now, I thought about you. I know you like to travel, so I wanted to see if you'd be interested in taking a look. That's very non-threatening. If you sent this text over to a person, a lot of people are going to say, absolutely send it over to me. So if they say yes, you can send them whybrytelife.com. You can send them the zoomviproom.com. You might have another presentation that you want to send them to. It does not matter, guys. Just do it. And you want to find out when they're going to watch it, schedule a follow-up, and record their response. Okay, it's not a big deal. And then step number 4, you want to follow up with everybody. Understand that the fortune is in the follow-up. Okay, review everyone who received, whybrytelife.com or whatever presentation you sent them over. And then you want to ask them, what'd you like most? The travel, the income, or both? And then label each person. So if they say, I like the travel, okay, make a note of it. If I like the income, make a note of it. If I like both, make a note of it. And you want to invite them to the next live webinar. Okay, guys, look, using a webinar many times as a second look is great, but for some people, the first look on the webinar or the first look with another presentation is going to get them involved. What am I saying? You can't show it right or wrong. You just show it to the right or wrong people. Now, ABC, always be closing. Understand that the most important part of the sales process is your close. So you want to send your personal enrollment link. You want to stay available with them on the phone while they enroll, and you want to schedule a follow up with undecided prospects. Okay. Step number 5, utilize a 3-way phone call. Okay. Use your sponsor, your upline. This is third party credibility. You want to ask permission to connect them with your sponsor or your upline team leader. Sample message. I'd like to connect you with someone on my team who has more experience with Bryte Lyfe and can answer your questions. Would that be okay? Most people are going to say yes, absolutely. And you make the introduction. And what you want to do is you want to brief your sponsor on the prospect and you want to edify your sponsor to your prospect. Okay. Build the reason you want to build whoever your sponsor is or that person that you're going to be putting them on a 3-way phone call with. You want to edify that person to your prospect because you want your prospect to be in a position to listen to them. You want to also complete a 3-way call, group message, or Zoom and qualify the prospect to enroll or go to the next step. Now, step number 6, you want to launch your new members to duplicate yourself because, again, success in this business comes from duplication. So, when you get a brand new person, you want to schedule something, whether it's a Zoom or an in-person meeting, meet them at a coffee shop or something to onboard them immediately. Follow this exact prospect process with your team. Schedule onboarding appointment within the first 24 hours if you can, guys. This is very important because if you wait too long, guess what's going to happen? That person is going to drop out of the business, talk themselves out of it before they can get off to an effective start. Now, you can also grow your list by asking for referrals. Think about this. You make a list of 20 people, people you've got influence with. What if you ask each one of those people, that at least five people, who do you know that enjoys traveling or might want additional income? I guarantee you what's going to happen is they're going to say, Pamela travels a lot, or Diane, this is something that she would be interested in, or man, Tim would love this. So you can either request that they do a group text making the introduction, like they put you in the text message. They put their friend in the text message along with them, and they tell their friend, Diane, look, I'm going to have Denson to give you a phone call. His number is in this text thread. He told me about something that I feel like you might be interested in. Guys, look, you could do that with a person before they got involved. What if you did that with 10 people that connected you with five people? And let's say that you got two people for each one of those 10 that was interested. You could go back to those 10 people and say, look, I already got you your two. Go on and get hooked up. It's done. Okay. So again, you've got to kind of think outside of the box. Everybody knows somebody that is interested in what we do. They might be halfway interested, but they may not know how they're going to get there too or whatever. You can't lose there, okay, is my point. And then step number 8 is a simple daily action plan. Okay, add names, contact people, share the presentation, STP, show the plan, invite to zoomvip.room.com, follow up, use your sponsor with three-way phone calls, help people enroll and onboard your new members and duplicate the process. So this is the new Bryte Lyfe Blueprint document. Eva, if you would put that in the it may already be in the chat box, but if not, let's put this in the chat box so everybody will have it. And again, everybody, as they get involved, they're going to get an email every day with step by step. For the first 10 days, it's going to be step by step as far as what they need to do. And again, you get with your brand new person, you have to understand your brand new people are going to only be as successful as you give them the opportunity to be. Okay. Their success is going to lie in your hands. So, Eva, is there anything else that you want to add before we end up here? Hang on, let me be sure that Eva is not trying to unmute here. Hang on a sec. Okay, Eva, you should be able to unmute now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't, no, I mean, great job, Denson. And I'm just so excited. This was really fun working on with you, and I'm thrilled that we have it done, and just hope everyone here can take advantage of this and spread the word with your team to take advantage of it. And we want to get as many people on our Saturday trainings as possible. Because the last thing Denson said when he got to step 8 was repeat the process. So that's one thing we're going to do weekly is this will be part of Denson's amazing training, and it's an easy document to follow, and it's a perfect blueprint to get started, but also to revisit throughout your entire journey. So yeah, thank you, Denson.
Awesome. And look, John has a question. You can probably answer this, Eva. Can we choose all domestic for our first trip, but change the international choices for trips afterwards?
You can change your destinations. You at any time. You can go in and change your destination. So when we go to select your your trip for you for your first year, second year, whatever year you're in. We base it on the 10 destinations that are in there at that time. So at any given time. So yeah, sure, you could do domestic. I'm not sure if there's 10 in there. So that's a great question, John, and I'll ping you on Monday morning when I have the answer. I'm gonna ask George now, but I'll look in the back, but
And you
I'll
know what,
definitely.
Eva, this will answer that though. Let's say that there are not 10 in there and he has to put a couple of international locations in there because I know it's like 7 or 8 domestic. If if you guys award him international, but he let's say he doesn't have his passport or something like that, can you change it for him? And I know that's not part of the rules, but do y'all try to work with people that way,
I mean, this is a
extenuating
really,
circumstances?
really hard answer because we have to follow a very strict policy that is signed in the beginning of enrollment on how the bucket list process works. And as we grow and we work with, thousands and thousands of members, we have to adhere to all of the policies that are set that we choose the destination for you. Um, I am going to say, because I used to select them, if we see that there's a bunch of domestic ones on there, it may be very obvious to us. Oftentimes you guys give us a heads up, but I mean, there are no special requests and changes, according to the policies. Um,
Right. Okay. So
yeah.
in that situation, if that person, let's say that they can't leave the country or whatever, they just need to choose all domestic, even if it's not 10, would you
I
say?
think I think the best way for me to answer that is I hear you, John, and I hear you, Denson. Maybe we need to make sure that we have 10. So that's why I thought it was a good question, and maybe that's something we could work on if we don't. Um,
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good. So that is a great question. Now, let me be sure that we don't have any other questions that we need to address before we end up here. Now, I did put the link in the chat,
Thank you.
brightlifeblueprint.com.
There's
Has it
this.
been updated there, Eva? Do you know?
Oh no, it's not
It's
yet.
not updated on that site. Okay, so it will be on brightlifeblueprint.com. Don't think it's updated there yet, but just try tomorrow sometime because it will be updated there soon. Okay. Yeah, Robert, you're absolutely right. Passports can be an issue. So, we definitely want to try to accommodate that. And then some people just aren't interested, in international travel either. So, we're going to do what we can, to accommodate everybody, give them, some kind of an option there. All right. So, with that, guys, we appreciate everybody being on again. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. Hope you had a great 4th of July. Let me see. How do you get copies of emails being sent to new members? Those are going to be actually, well, Eva, you want to answer that because you did mention that one. So hang on a sec.
Can you hear me, Denson?
Yes. Okay. I've got you
Okay,
now.
great. Also, yeah, another great question, and thank you for all the questions, you guys. So we're going to work on putting more information into like a resource center for you. But Denson, before you log off here, I'm going to take a picture here of everybody that came to the call, and I'm going to send them the series.
Okay. Great.
So give me just a second before you sign off.
Okay. Awesome. So, guys, I'll tell you what, we're about to move forward in a big way. Let me explain one other thing to you all in case you've never done network marketing before. Those of us that have, built multiple 6-figure and 7-figure incomes. One thing that we've learned is that summertime, just like anything else, is always slow because people are taking vacations and traveling and that kind of thing. So network marketing always slows down during the summer. Now, the great thing about our comp plan, though, is it's subscription based and it's residual based. So once you establish your income, you won't see income fluctuations like we typically do in network marketing. But the thing that I want you guys to understand is this, okay? We've always done this. We've always kind of, primed the pump during the summertime. So as we move into the fall, we take strides forward in our business. Okay. So that's the thing that I would encourage you to do is reach out to everybody that you can. Just start priming the pump right now, and hopefully you'll have a new team, new blood into your business by fall, and we'll be positioned to move you up the ladder, in the comp plan. So Robert, yeah, we are aware that link does go to the older version, but that'll be updated, sometime later today. So continue to check that link and it'll be updated here, soon. And we are, looking forward to it. Eva, have you gotten the picture that you needed?
Oh yeah, I got it, and I'll make sure to post this today in Facebook so we have it. And then we'll be talking about this a lot and making sure that you know where to access the blueprint. And Denson, I know we have 8 more minutes. Can I take just 1 more minute to give an announcement?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So I just wanted to remind everyone that we have 2 days left for our reactivation campaign, and we've had a lot of fun reaching out to some of our previous members who are no longer members. And we did an email campaign to them and asked them to respond with questions. And we received such uh, great response last week when we started the campaign. This was a one-time only. And so we went ahead and extended it to this week, and it's going really well. If you want to reach out to your members who are no longer with us, remind them that they can get their existing bucket list trip date. And so that's a really, really good deal. And it's a fun way to re-engage with them. We have a lot of new benefits and a lot of new things to share. We can talk about our growth, and we can also talk about even today the Bryte Lyfe Blueprint and how we're training in such a way that they can better grow their business. And so I did a thing last night, reached out to quite a few members and wanted, since you guys came to the call today, wanted to make the same offer to you. If I can help you today in a phone frenzy to get a hold of some of your members and you want me to share some of the benefits or find a hook that you think might help to get them re-engaged and it's something I could be of help by doing for you, I am available and ready to do it. And I've received a great response. I have a couple of calls today. I'm working with different markets, even internationally, and finding, specifics. Like I'll give you an example. Kirk's on the phone. Tana Dodds gave me some really good suggestions for her Canadian market. So I was looking up some specific benefits to that area. So it's up to you. If you want to make the call or you do have questions, feel free to reach out to concierge@brytelife.com. But I'm here and available and would love to help you today. We have 24 hours left, and I just hope that you're able to get some more members on your team so you can bring them with you to St. Pete. So
All
thank you,
right.
Jason.
Awesome, Eva. We appreciate that. And I'm glad you brought that up because, guys, let me make you really understand how this works. Because, um, okay, when Bryte Life first started, Wes had a special deal in place where a person could pay for the entire year up front and they could take their bucket list trip within their first 6 months. And quite a few people took advantage of that. They paid $2,200 up front so they could take their bucket list trip in their first 6 months. Now, this deal here, what's so incredible about this, so you understand, is because you may have missed, what we said. You get your original. So the person that actually, quit, they get their original bucket list date back. Now, why is this significant for you? Well, if you look at our comp plan, and let's say that you had 30 people on one side of your business that canceled their membership. Well, those 30, if you get them reactivated, will count for you in the comp plan. So that's half of what you need to develop $1,600 a month. Well, let me tell you why it's so sweet for the person that canceled their membership. I'm gonna give you the ridiculous, okay? The so simple that it's ridiculous version of this. Let's say somebody came in a little over a year ago. They paid 1 month. They didn't get their two, and they didn't want to pay the 179, so they quit. So they canceled their membership. 1 month paid in. So they paid their 200, they set up the membership, they never made a monthly fee, they canceled it. Okay. So their original bucket list date, let's say, was June the 1st last year. So what does this mean for them? That means that this is why you want to make the phone calls a day. If they re-up today for $200, okay, so it's going to cost $200 and they'll have to do Influencer Pro, which is another 49. So for $250, they re-up their membership. So if we give them that original date back, guess what? If they reactivate, they are technically qualified for their bucket list trip even though they went a whole year without paying for it. So they are eligible for their bucket list. The only stipulation is that they must be an active member for 90 days. Now, they can do that in one of two ways. They either have to pay the 179 for 2 more months in the Influencer Pro, or they can refer two people and make it free. So what this is going to do for some of your people is it may help them now to go on and get their two. Or, if it were me, I would certainly come in, pay 3 months to get a three to $5,000 trip awarded to me. And what'll happen is, you put some people in this business that could absolutely do it, absolutely make it happen, but for whatever reason, they just kind of got lost in the shuffle. Well, we didn't have bucket list trips when I started. Nobody had taken a bucket list trip yet. So now that we've taken one, many other people have taken them. Guess what? It's a totally different ball game now. So many of those folks that canceled their membership, some people even canceled inadvertently. Okay, their cards may have updated or whatever, they may not have known. So again, reach out certainly to all of your personals. And if you've ever had anybody that was promoted in this business, have them to reach back out to their people. And again, any activations are going to be numbers that count for you in the compensation plan. So, do you guys have any questions on that whatsoever? And remember, this goes away tomorrow night, midnight. So absolutely take advantage because some of you all can make more progress than you ever had over the next day as a result of this. So, okay, so reach out to the people that you personally got involved. Just let them know that, hey, if you reactivate, you're going to be eligible and qualified for your bucket list trip. And all of the time that you miss, we're going to give you credit for it. Guys, that's unheard of. Okay, that is a really, really big deal. So don't, take it for granted and absolutely take advantage of it. Okay. So with that, if there's nothing else that you guys have, we appreciate you all being here. And we are going to see you all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, on our corporate update call. So, with that, we appreciate you guys being here, and we will see you then. So, have a great one. Thanks a lot, Eva. Thanks for your help and input, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Oh, I'm Carol. I see. How do we find out about Influencer Pro? Um, let's see. Eva, where should she go about Influencer Pro? I know it's a video in our YouTube in our YouTube channel, Carol, where you can get all the information about that. That would be my start if I were you, and then of course you can go into your back office and upgrade to it. Okay, so definitely go to our YouTube page or YouTube account, take a look at it, and you'll get all the information there. And then I'm gonna unmute Eva here as well. So Eva, are you there?
Yeah. Hey Carol, thanks for asking. Hope you'll upgrade today. I've made a bunch of posts in the Facebook group, but I'll make another one this morning and it shows you the path on how to just go in your back office and upgrade. So I'll make sure there's a post on the Facebook page today.
Perfect. Okay. Well, hey guys, we appreciate you all being on, and we are going to see you tomorrow night. So have a great one. Thanks a lot, and bye-bye.